Hi YouTube, it's me Sean. It's about 11:49. I have class tomorrow at like 9:30, and that's my maternity, my OB class. Um, but so yeah, I'm supposed to be going to bed at 12 midnight. Um, so I was just going to do an update. I had my psych class yesterday on Monday, and then I had my on-campus clinical today. So I was just going to do like my initial thoughts about psych, and I was going to talk about that and a little bit about my OB because my assignment that I have, which is I'll talk about that first. I have to write about my birth experience. Like OB is that I want to be a OB nurse, a maternity nurse, but at the same time, because of my experience, my recent experience with my son, losing my son and everything, it's kind of it's not a conflict of interest because I'm dealing with everything and I'm okay, but and there's really nothing that really can trigger me so much anymore, like as into like pouring out tears like uncontrollably like I did last semester. But it's just still, I don't know, it's a touchy subject to me when it comes to like talking about mine, because I went to um my one of our friends had a baby, and he was my husband's best man in our wedding, and he yeah, his wife gave birth to a baby girl, and we went to go visit, and I was a little nervous going because it was like, okay, it was the same hospital I gave birth at, so I had anxiety, because a little anxiety, not like going crazy, but I was nervous because I haven't been back to that hospital, in that section of the hospital, for I gave birth in September, so it's been about 4 months, so I was anxious to go back. So but then when I got there, started talking and saw the baby and held the baby and everything, it wasn't that bad. Like it wasn't like what I expected. And I saw other pregnant women and everything, and I was, okay for the most part. I mean, I'm not gonna say like, still in the back of my mind like, oh, if I would have carried him to term, he would be here right now. It's all that he would have, or we would have been doing this, or and what made it even bad was, or worse, is that Monday or two, I think it was, yeah, Monday, Nestle sent 2 boxes of formula, or 2 cans of formula, to the house with some coupons. I didn't cry, but it was just kind of like, you know, I felt sorrow. I can't talk. I felt sad, and it was kind of like, don't they get the memo that live births versus stillbirths, like, not versus, but like, don't they know, like, maybe they don't know, or to get like some type of report, like, okay, these are all our live birth parents, these are all our stillborn parents, or something, to where they don't just send out 2 cans of formula expecting that you went full term. And but my grandmother said they did my aunt the same way, and my aunt lost her baby in '05, I believe it was. Her first child. Her second child was born preemie, but she still has her like she made it. So she's like, she'll be 4 in March. So, but yeah, so but she didn't handle it well when they sent it to her. But so I decided that I'm going to donate the formula to my church for the food pantry, when parents that have babies, and I was going to donate the coupons too, because they don't expire until December 31st. And even though we are you know planning to conceive again sometime this year, like I don't know, I don't want to keep it for myself when I'm not going to be using it, and somebody else can benefit from it. So plus I got my own little things that I've kept, like I got like the 2 packs of diapers I bought a while ago that I did a video on when I bought them. I still have those, and I still have the receiving blankets my grandmother gave me, and the Gerber has been sending stuff here too, like every, I don't know, month or something. and I still got all that. So I'm just going to keep it just in case, I got some coupons too, which I'll keep just in case again, we can see this year. And I can get some stuff, before the coupons expire. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. I was talking about this OB experience. I gotta write about my birth experience. And one thing about that I've been talking about with my therapist is that, like, writing is a big deal to me, and I write about just about everything. Especially when I was younger, I wrote about everything, and I haven't been able to write about losing Emmanuel, my son, and haven't been able to do it. And now I'm not writing about him, but just my experience, and my experience wasn't a happy one. So I don't know, to do it for a class is kind of like it's like kind of forcing me to do something. Not that I don't want to do it, because it gives me like different options. Like, it tells me I can either write one about myself, or a birth experience, personal one, or that I was involved in, or write a description of my ideal birth experience, or write or draw, and one of a visual belief of my family if it does not involve childbirth. And so it's different options, but I feel like not writing about it is kind of like a not honoring my son's memory at the same time. And it just feels that way to me, because I want to remember him. I don't want to push it away under the rug like he never happened. And I'm one of the women or girls or whatever that haven't experienced childbirth, or have have no experience whatsoever, which, because I do, and I don't want to make light of it. So, but I also don't want sympathy from any, like, I don't want any special treatment, or put your sensitive gloves on with me, because I'm a big girl, and I'm handling everything, so I'm okay. Like, I can't tell you the last time I physically dropped tears. I have my sad moments, but it doesn't affect my day. I think about him every day, but it doesn't affect what I do. And yeah, so that's OB. That's it. Now, psych. Yeah. So first, initially, I was like overwhelmed when I got to class, because one, we didn't get any information before Monday. Okay, so like on Monday we got everything. We got our syllabus, clinical syllabus, assignments, everything. So we're going through this syllabus and everything. There's they assigned us chapters to read for today, because we had clinicals from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., which was on campus. And normally when you do on campus clinicals, it's just telling you, basically getting you ready for what you're going to be seeing or doing on the unit when you go to these different facilities. Sorry, I can't talk. So that's what I did. So that's what we did today, but we had a quiz at the end. So we had to have some base knowledge, but they were also going to talk about, the quiz was also over what they talked about earlier in the day. So, because we did we did the quiz at the end of the day before we left. Okay, can't talk. So yeah, we did that, and also we're not learning any new skills for psych, but we do learn how to cath a woman and a female, and for OB. So that's the only 2 skills we learned this semester. Everything else is just accumulative as far as the skills that we've already learned. And then 4th semester we'll learn more. And then I don't even know if we learn anything 5th semester. We do, but I don't know what it is. So, but anyways. But yeah, so my initial reaction to the class on Monday was like, wow, this is so much. I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, this semester is supposed to be like a breeze, the hardest semester was med surg, and the next hardest is 4th semester, which is cardiac or adult health and pediatrics. And it's like, I was like, oh my god, it's so much paperwork, because you don't do the same things that you do in psych that you do in med surg, it's a different focus. Like, in med surg, you're treating the medical condition, you're treating, the symptoms of it physically, or, the lab values or whatever. You're still doing, treating the whole person, but you're not just focusing on one aspect. Well, in psychiatric nursing, you're treating the mental illness, and some of the changes you won't see right away. I mean, you'll see changes, but it won't be like, big physical changes. It might be like small changes, like something different that the person does that shows that they're getting better, or that they're getting better, or that they're making steps towards getting better. And also, let's see, I got overwhelmed because of all the readings and all the paperwork and clinical paperwork. They're requiring us to do 25 NCLEX questions. I think it's like every week we have to do 25 NCLEX questions starting next week. We have to get at least a 77%, so we got to get 20 out of 25 correct. And what I guess studies have shown that students who do NCLEX questions prior to graduation, like 3,000 NCLEX questions minimally to, I think it's either 5,000 questions, 3 to 5 or 3 to 7, one of the two. But they do better on their exam, NCLEX exam, than a student who doesn't. So they're starting us now, and this semester for psych we have four tests. I think 5 quizzes or something. I forget, but we have quizzes, tests. I think the test is the major thing, because I know I said in my last video that OB we have 3 tests. Well, in psych we have 4. And what else? It's interesting. I'm kind of nervous because of like all the you don't know what to expect. I don't know. I know that we're going to be like talking with the patients, but not from a social standpoint, but like, for it to benefit them. But I don't know, like I don't know if it's going to be like, okay, you're assigned this patient is this, blah, blah, blah. Because, I don't know, it's just kind of a little confusing. But I guess I'll find out more next Tuesday when we go to the facility. So, that'll be interesting. I'm trying to think what else. Initial reaction. Oh, and I also decided that I'm just going to get over the fact of being overwhelmed on the first day of nursing school when we go back to school, because that's just common. Because I was nervous on the first day of the first semester, nervous on the first day of the second semester. I'm nervous on the first day of this semester, and this is my 3rd semester of nursing. So, yeah, but eventually once you get into the pattern, like, it does, like, pan out. Like, it's not as overwhelming as it seems. All the work that they assign for you to do is like doable, because once you get into the routine of what they want from you and how the semester's going to go. Because I think like the biggest difference is that this semester from last is that you got 2 nursing courses, 2 clinical to go with those nursing courses, and not 2 for each, but just OB clinical, psych clinical for psych class and OB class. And that's the only big difference, but the courses are totally separate. So you don't draw from one or the other. I mean, of course you're going to use that knowledge together, but you're not going to like, do the same there's not the same requirements in each class. So, or in both classes. So yeah, so separating them and keeping them separate might be a little bit like, okay, OB wants me to do this way, psych wants me to do this that way. But also what I realized too is that psych nursing and OB nursing are specialties. And they're interesting, like the topics are interesting, knowing the diseases and, learning about how to take care of women and while they're in their childbearing stages and everything, and the newborn. Like, that's all interesting to me and everything. And so as long as you have that, you start out, interested even in just a little bit, it makes it more easy, not more easy, but it makes it more I guess, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It makes it more like you get more, I can't talk. It makes you like want to read. You want to know. You know, it's not like it's only going to benefit you to know, really. So to know about all the different whatever your instructors are focusing on for mental health and OB. So, but yeah, I think the only topic that I didn't see that we're talking about is how to care for the parents or the family that's grieving the loss of a newborn, and I think that's important. But I don't know. I guess once you get out in the field, this is like they said in psych nursing is that basically they don't want you to be like the expert student nurse on, you know, psychiatric nursing. They want you to have what you need to know, the essentials, the base knowledge, you know, that you need to, as a foundation when you get ready to take the NCLEX, because you don't know what kind of questions you're going to get, and they just want you to have the essentials, you know, because you know you just got to have like a variety knowledge, you know, just base knowledge. I mean, nursing school in general is base knowledge because you know, they can't really go into that much detail. You learn a lot from on the job experience. So yeah, plus my program's only 2 years, and yeah, I don't know. I think I'm tired, so I'm sorry if I was all over the place. And like I didn't have my thoughts together because I did, but I think I got caught up in talking about other things that a little bit longer than what I thought or planned to. And I'm trying to like hurry up and make this a quick video. And I'm looking at the time, it's like, oh, it's 16 minutes and it's like 12:06, and I said I was gonna be in bed by midnight. Yeah, and yeah. So I'm like all over the place, and that's probably why I was stumbling and all that jazz, because I was trying to hurry up. But anyway, so I will do another video and let you guys know my reaction or what I think of OB, or how it would be and everything. I'll probably do that one on, I'm thinking I'll probably do that one on Friday because I have 2 clinicals for OB. So, and then I also have the class tomorrow. But I don't know. I'll figure out what I'll do instead of doing like one video for each. Probably do just one big one. But I don't know. Because I don't like doing like videos like 17 minutes and 41 seconds long. Because I don't know. You could be doing something else with your 17 minutes instead of listening to me ramble. So, but yeah, so that's that. And, yeah, I think that's it. So, happy studying to all nursing students, and good luck to everybody this school semester or quarter. Yeah, I think we all would do great. Just remember to study, because I have to remember to do that, and read. You could never go wrong with reading. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Sorry for the scatterbrain again, and I'll talk to you guys later.